Some people remember when it burnt. Today it finally goes to get repaired. What are we breaking today?
We're just testing the slings to make sure that they still match what we're rating them for.
So periodic,
Yes. So
random sampling, like almost like a sudden UA or something.
like a blind test almost, except this one's not really that blind because we knew we were going to do it. And this test, this one here, we usually change the needle in the machine about once every week. This test here has the original needle that's been in the machine for about a week, so we're going to test it. And then we have a second sling that we're going to break that has a brand new needle, and we're just going to see how it compares.
All about quality control then, eh?
Yeah, it's a quality control thing.
That's why we hired Bob.
Quality control.
Quality control.
Quality control, Bob. All right, now we're going to pull on it until it breaks. 66. It's about average.
That was pretty loud.
Yeah.
Kind of hurt my ear a little bit.
Yeah, it's a small gunshot going on. So 6,600 pounds. We rate these at 6,000. Now we're going to break the one with the new needle. Because what happens is after a certain amount of use, the needle will develop a tiny little burr on the tip of it, and as it's going, it can actually damage the threads that it's going through, which would weaken the results.
Right, because every poke is a new extra.
So if it's a nice brand new smooth needle, it shouldn't be doing any damage, but if there's any kind of...
All right, so we got 6608. Let's see how much those little burrs matter after a week.
The needle actually looked really good.
Doing a few things today at the Monkey Beaver office, testing. Gonna plane some myrtle wood boards. So me and Joe, we milled these out of that myrtle wood tree that Jeff and I cut in the snow that time. Some people might remember that video.
We're just kids that never grew up, huh?
Anyway, I'm using these myrtle wood boards in my treehouse, and I just want them to be a little better than chainsaw mill. So we're gonna plane them today.
68.26. So I've got a couple 100 pounds off that.
So a slightly dull needle cost us 200 pounds.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's ballpark what we've been getting on this. Is 6,800 pounds.
Pretty tough sling for a speed line and a little fur limb, huh?
Yeah, and you're never gonna have that much weight on it. Not until you're gonna damage the sling before you ever hit that kind of weight. Dragging it across the ground or something, you know, or just years of abuse. We have hit higher numbers when we hand stitch it. But
Yeah, 8,000 pounds.
yeah, it was like 82 or 83, I think was the highest we ever hit. But that's just kind of...
Yeah, the bar tacker is pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
It's like a machine gun all in one spot.
Yeah, it does each one of those stitches in not even a second. So, and 6,800 pounds is plenty of strength.
So here's the before look. Before they go through the planer. here's what we're calling good. It's for the ceiling of the kids' treehouse, so it can be a little rustic.
It's definitely rustic.
Yeah.
This right here is 100% rustic.
No, that's like 99. These boards are gonna go in the ceiling. So I might have mentioned it already, but this is myrtle wood. It was a pretty good sized myrtle that was on a snowy day we did out by the river one day. Me and Jeff, it was a crane job. I think it was in the guy's porch or deck or something like that. Yeah, and so I didn't want to just turn it into firewood, and so I'm going to use it in the ceiling of the treehouse once the insulation goes in. I'll show you that really quick. Just trying to make a little video today. So that little rooster right there was actually sent to me by a YouTube subscriber, Daniel Navarro. There's the tree house. Got a couple rope swings. See, you can swing off the deck out over here to the trail. The kids like it. Nice job, Jane. It's kind of an odd shape. My buddy Bob, the one you saw that works at Monkey Beaver there, he built this deck for me. And me and my brother made this ladder that goes up to the patio on the roof there. I thought the ladder was pretty custom, you know. It's really cool. Made from outdoor wood. You can hold on here, or you can hold on here. I like to give the kids a lot of chances to save themselves. I was gonna have a trap door and a ladder inside, but it was gonna take up too much space, so I went with the deck and the ladder outside. And now I've gotta, roof that, otherwise it'll leak, right? I built this. I built the railing. My brother helped me with a lot of the construction of the main building, but the railing's mine. So this is the ceiling I'm talking about. I'm gonna put some insulation in there and then put the myrtle wood in because, they paid me to take it, right? Might as well put it to good use. I think it'll be super cool to look up there and see some kind of, for around here, it's like almost exotic. It's probably exotic in a lot of places. Got a little package in the mail. I thought, why not do a little unboxing too here, since this is like a grab bag of video content. It's a guy named Isaac Kinney. And you probably, if you watch my videos, you'll seen him. I introduced him to you guys, pretty sure. He rolled into town some time back and we did a job and he came and visited. And oh, you know what? We had camera. The camera glitched out. It was that GoPro 9. Maybe you didn't meet him. Anyway, the camera, after filming all day, it like deleted, like self-destroyed most of the clips. I think I still got some video out of it, but anyway, I think he's starting to his own brand, Tree Reaper. So thanks, Isaac. Do you ever get a little overwhelmed? YouTube community, do you? I overwhelm myself sometimes. I start so many projects. This here is gonna be a bench. It's from another tree that they paid us to take home. Made a video of the tree removal. Giant fir limbs that I was falling. Perfectly flat. Somebody might remember that. And I brought the log home and it sat forever, just looked like something I'd never finish. I had this idea for it right here. For a long time, it looked like it had never happened. And then one day I was like, I can't be the guy that just lets that rot without making it happen. So one day I started cutting them in with the 500i, and there it is. Just like that with the ceiling. So it's odd though to me to be kind of overwhelmed with so many projects that we want to do and accomplish, and people that need your attention, and chasing the bill paying and stuff like that, and yet you can get sort of stuck in not getting anything done at times. So today I put this on the schedule. I'm gonna make those ceiling boards happen, and I guess I will. Who cares though, right? It's like interesting that I would complain about not having enough time, and then I would go work on ceiling boards for a tree house that'll just rot someday. But if you start out a thing, you kind of need to finish a thing. Is maybe I'm wrong, but I just feel like maybe that's just how I am. Maybe I feel like I somehow betrayed myself if I start a thing and don't finish a thing. I guess what I'm saying is keep trying, whatever it is. What else can you do? Don't put a whole bunch of nitpicky, dumb things ahead of people, but definitely keep yourself busy, because a little bit of work, even a small amount of work in a steady way, it really adds up to something. We do a lot of work for retired people that are pretty well set, beautiful homes, properties, immaculate yards and stuff, and they just got it by hard work and by budgeting and stuff. It's like there was no get rich quick scam for them. They just kept putting the time in and being kind of responsible with the result of it. So I just think it's interesting. I guess I'm feeling philosophical again. I think it's interesting that I think it's cool that I can sit on these steps, because so long it didn't happen, and then it just feels good to like have this idea. I'll bring them home. It'll be a ton of work. It'll require a crane, it'll require a whole bunch of gas and bar oil and effort, and then it'll rot. But it's kind of nice to have it. I guess the property value goes up for a while. It's kind of nifty. Don't look at the rise and run. It ain't perfect. They say with stairs that the rise and run needs to be perfect or somebody will trip. And what I say is, well, it needs to be, they all need to be the same, or they all need to be different. And then your mind doesn't get used to any particular gate as you go up the thing, and you don't fall and bust your chops off. They're all different. I guess what I'm saying is, even if you're doing something small, some regular effort, something silly like stairs in a forest, it's better than inactivity, which is something we can all get kind of shocked into just by being overwhelmed. So resist.
Dad, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready, man. I am ready. What a brave stud.
Good job.
Good job, fam.
Good.